Yes, Minister by Jonathan Lynn. What if you were the boss, but had no real power? And the people who work for you were the ones actually in control. This is the story of a man who thought he was in charge until he discovered how the system really works. Jim Hacker becomes a government minister. He feels proud and excited. This is his chance to make real change. He believes he now has power. On his first day, everything looks impressive. Big office, staff, respect. But very quickly, he notices something strange. Everyone around him already knows how things should be done. He meets Sir Humphrey Appleby, the top civil servant. Calm, polite, and very smart. Humphrey speaks in long, complex sentences that sound helpful, but are often unclear. Hacker wants to make quick changes. He has ideas to improve the system. But every time he suggests something, Humphrey responds with reasons why it is not possible. At first, Hacker thinks it is just a misunderstanding, but soon he realizes something deeper. The system is not built for change. It is built to protect itself. Hacker tries to push one reform forward. Humphrey agrees politely, then delays it quietly. Meetings are scheduled, reports are written, and nothing actually happens. Time passes. Hacker feels frustrated. He starts to see that decisions are not made by ministers, but by the system behind them. Humphrey explains in his own way that stability is more important than change. To him, avoiding risk is success. Hacker meets Bernard, his personal secretary. Bernard is helpful but often confused. He tries to explain things, but even he struggles to understand the system. Hacker faces a political problem. The public wants results, but inside the office, everything moves slowly. Two worlds begin to clash. Humphrey offers solutions, but they are always safe, slow, and designed to avoid blame. Hacker starts to notice a pattern. The more complicated the language, the less real action is taken. One policy is discussed for weeks. In the end, nothing changes, but it is presented as a success. Hacker begins to feel trapped. He is responsible for decisions, but he does not control them. Humphrey teaches him an unwritten rule: never do anything that might fail. It is better to do nothing than to take a risk. Hacker slowly changes. He starts to think like the system. He begins to choose safety over action. At the same time, he still wants to be seen as effective, so he learns to use language, just like Humphrey. Announcements are made, promises are given, but real change stays small. Hacker realizes something uncomfortable. The system rewards those who protect it and resists those who challenge it. He faces a big decision. Should he fight the system or work with it? Humphrey reminds him, power is not about what you can do. It is about what you can stop from happening. Hacker begins to understand the game. He is no longer an outsider. He is becoming part of it. He learns how to delay, how to avoid, how to speak without saying anything clearly. In public, he looks strong. In private, he knows the truth. Real power sits quietly behind the scenes. The system continues, unchanged. Ministers come and go, but the structure remains the same. In the end, Hacker is still in charge, but now he understands being in charge does not mean being in control. And that's the quiet truth behind the story. Being in charge is not the same as being in control. At first, this story feels light and funny. The conversations are clever, the situations seem exaggerated, but as you watch more closely, you begin to see something very real. Yes, Minister is not just about government. It is about how systems work in any organization. It shows that power is often not where it appears to be. Jim Hacker enters the system believing he can create change. This is a common belief. Many people think that once they reach a higher position, they will finally have control. But this story shows a different reality. Systems are built to protect themselves. People inside the system learn how to avoid risk, delay decisions, and maintain stability. Change is not impossible, but it is slow, difficult, and often resisted. Sir Humphrey is not a villain. He represents the system itself. He believes he is doing the right thing, keeping things stable, avoiding chaos, and protecting the structure. This is what makes the story powerful. There is no clear bad guy. Another key idea is language. Words are used not just to explain, but to control. Complex language can hide simple truths. It can make problems seem solved when they are not. Hacker's transformation is also important. At first, he wants to fight the system, but over time, he adapts. He becomes part of it. This shows how easily people can change when they enter a system. The story leaves us with one clear question. If you were in that position, would you change the system, or would the system change you? If we break this down, there are a few key ideas we should remember. One, power is not where you think. The person with the title is not always the one in control. Real power often sits quietly behind the scenes. 2. Systems protect themselves. Every system is designed to survive. If change threatens stability, the system will resist it. 3. Language can hide the truth. Complicated words can make simple ideas unclear. Sometimes, confusion is not a mistake, it is a strategy. 4. Avoiding risk becomes the goal. In many systems, doing nothing is safer than doing something. Over time, safety becomes more important than progress. 5. People adapt to the system. You may enter a system with strong beliefs, but if you are not careful, the system will slowly change you. Before you go, ask yourself this: in your own life, are you making decisions or just following the system? Like this video if you want more insights, and subscribe for more brilliant thoughts.